I don't want to get involved. Jacinda forced Netflix to cut all of her scenes in Live to Lead as Meg jumped in. It wasn't so much a snub, more of a diplomatic put down. But there was no mistaking the meaning from Jacinda Ardern, the New Zealand Prime Minister, when her office issued a statement saying her involvement in a Netflix series on effective leadership was nothing to do with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. The announcement of it being released as a Harry and Meghan production has totally blindsided them, and they're embarrassed and upset to be associated with Harry and Meghan. They feel that the Sussexes' philosophy is at odds with the original project as pitched, and that Netflix lied to the participants. In the words of said participants, the Sussexes have no credibility and are self-seeking and self-serving. The participants definitely feel like they've been used. Only time can tell how badly. The streaming service issued a trailer on Monday for a documentary series called Live to Lead, presented by the Duke and Duchess. The documentary, made in collaboration with the Nelson Mandela Foundation and inspired by the late South African leader, will be released by the streaming service on December 31st. It was made by New Zealand-based production company Blackwell and Ruth and produced in association with the Sussexes production company Archwell. The couple are listed as executive producers. However, Ardern's office has issued a statement in response to media questions, saying that her involvement had nothing to do with Harry and Meghan, who only joined the production at a later stage. Given the major controversies that Meghan and Harry have been embroiled in recently, we see it as going against the goal of this project. We don't accept midway changes in the act of adding new members to the documentary without consulting us. The agent confirmed Jacinda Ardern wanted to cancel all filming and withdraw from the film when seeing Meghan's participation. Currently, Netflix is still communicating and negotiating. They've come up with a plan to separate the films of the two sides and avoid interlaced scenes. However, the New Zealand Prime Minister still disagrees. The statement said in early March 2019, "Originally, we were advised the outputs would be printed in digital books, short films and audiobooks." The interview was conducted on November 8, 2019. In March 2020, a short book entitled Jacinda Ardern, I Know This to Be True, was published based on the interview. Other participants who also had their contributions published based on their interviews included the late US Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the feminist activist Gloria Steinem, the climate campaigner Greta Thunberg, and the American basketball player Stephen Curry. However, in May this year, the Prime Minister's office was notified that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex would introduce the series, noting this was nearly 2.5 years after the interview had been recorded, and permission for its use by the Mandela Foundation had already been provided. All communication throughout has been with the Foundation. There's been no communications with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex regarding the project. Harry and Meghan appear in the trailer for the series, with Harry saying, "This was inspired by Nelson Mandela, who once said, 'What counts in life is not the mere fact that we've lived.'" Meghan continues, "It's what difference we've made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead."